Good evening from San Ignacio Town. With the 9 o'clock news, I am Patrick Jones. In the headlines, COLA joins the call for the construction of the forward operating base on Sarstoon Island. San Ignacio police make drug-related arrest, and scientists report the discovery of a significant Maya archaeological artifact in northern Guatemala. Stay tuned for details of these and other stories coming up after these messages.
The Belize Tire Depot, your one-stop destination. What you will find is a first-class selection of solid, dependable, quality products from the names you can trust. We carry a full line of urea and Shortec tools and equipment to meet every need, from light maintenance around the house to heavy-duty fieldwork. Our tire workshop features the full array of Pirelli, Nexen, and Nankang tires for every vehicle and any terrain. Our trained technicians' #1 priority is to ensure you and your family's safety and security on the road. It's all here at the Belize Tire Depot. From reliable equipment, world-class time-tested tires, to sturdy, durable tools. Merchandise that's built to last with quality guaranteed.
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible MyTV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's MyTV, you're always in the game.
More vehicle owners are switching to the PureGuard line of motor oils, and with good reason. PureGuard comes in different grades and specifications. It carries the API certification and comes with the Westrac stamp of approval, guaranteed to make your engine run cleaner and longer, up to 10,000 miles. With PureGuard motor oil, your engine will have less wear and tear, give you maximum performance on the road, and give your vehicle better fuel mileage.
PureGuard, good quality, affordable oil.
Distributed exclusively by Westrac Limited, with branches in Spanish Lookout, Belmopan, Belize City, and Orange Walk Town. Here now is the news in details. San Ignacio resident Gladys Novello continues to slowly recover from a bad case of hemorrhagic dengue, which landed her in the hospital for over a week. As we reported earlier this week, Novello's family is fundraising to cover medical bills, which are now in the thousands of dollars. The good news tonight is that Gladys's health continues to improve, and another fundraising barbecue is planned for this Saturday at a family home in the Trenchtown area of San Ignacio Town. When we interviewed Gladys's sister, Yadira Chi, earlier this week, she appealed to the general public for assistance in whatever form.
The family is asking for any kind of assistance. Blood donations would be a very great help. We are asking for monetary funds. We have a Belize bank account, and you could either call or text, and we will give you that number. And we're doing a barbecue sale where we're selling barbecue in order to gather funds. You know, you could even bring stuff towards the barbecue sale, and we gladly appreciate it.
How can people contact you?
People can contact me and my cell number 625-3400. Or they could contact my mom at 631-3277.
Is there a targeted amount of money the family needs right now?
No, one thing I want to clarify on that. I have receipts. My mom took her to the Universal Hospital Nothing really. My mom was confused, so she didn't really know what to do at the time. So she took her there, and she was there in turn from Wednesday till Friday. From Wednesday till Friday, we got a bill of a total of approximately $11,000. At the time the family couldn't come up with the money. Her boss, Mr. Miguel Reyes of Western Gas Company, assisted us in that area. He wrote a check and paid all the bills. From there, the family decided it's too expensive for us to keep her at the Universal Hospital because they were asking for approximately $10,000 a night for her to be kept in the machine. No? We couldn't afford it, so we decided to transfer her to the KHMH because it's a government hospital, and we believe that the government is supposed to help in a situation like this. No? So we took her to the government hospital, the IC unit. There they further explained to us that it will be $500 a night to keep her on that machine. We believed she wouldn't have stayed too long because the doctor were telling us, she will stay probably on Monday, Tuesday. Gladys could go home back. They were giving us all the hopes we can, but Gladys kind of got a little worse on the machine because her lungs started to collapse. Her blood flow was going down. They had to give her, it wasn't really the platelets were going, but they had to give her plasma. No, that's why we have to continue with the blood donations. Lab fees and all of that. It's still a government hospital. They will help us, but we still have to put down something towards the fees. And they asked us that, they told us by Friday they will give us a quotation up to how far the bill is, and we need to put down something down. And they explained to us that the balance we will be able to pay it little by little. For that reason, we are doing the barbecue sale and asking for monetary funds because her boss already assisted with the big bill, which of course we will have to pay back. But now it's our turn to pay the bill for the KHMH, and we will still try to raise funds to pay back the bill that her boss. He will assist us with some, but as family we will put some towards that as well.
Anyone wishing to order barbecue on Saturday can stop by number 12 Cayo Street. Contributions can also be made to Belize Bank account number 650-2225-9710. A 2-week training course on basic first aid and caring for victims of road traffic accidents started today in Belmopan. The training, which targets first responders, is being coordinated by the Road Safety Project in partnership with the Ministry of Health. Facilitators are from the Belize Emergency Response Team. According to lead trainer Javier Canul, the training is crucial in getting first responders to be able to adequately and professionally render aid to victims of road traffic accidents until further help arrives. The training will focus on pre-hospital care, including taking care of victims once inside of the ambulance and on the way to the hospital. Canul says that the training is timely since new ambulances have recently been acquired, so the first responders need to be brought up to speed in terms of the pre-hospital care so that these new ambulances do not become merely a vehicle to transport bodies. With the provision of the pre-hospital care training, organizers are hoping that more people will become interested in getting involved in saving lives. At the end of the training, the participants will be certified as medical first responders. The group Citizens Organized for Liberty Through Action has joined the chorus of people and organizations calling for the construction of the forward operating base on Sarstoon Island. COLA cites various media interviews by Minister of Foreign Affairs Wilfred Elrington, in which he spoke about concerns raised by Guatemala over Belize's decision to build the forward operating base, and that country's request that the construction be put on hold until its claim to Belizean territory is resolved at the International Court of Justice. COLA takes umbrage with Minister Elrington's words to the effect that we are on our way to the ICJ. questioning whether a decision has been taken by government to go to the ICJ without the knowledge and expressed will of the Belizean people. Kola is calling on Minister Elrington to explain his statements and to further state why is it that matters concerning Belize's security and sovereignty must now lay in abeyance until a ruling is made by the ICJ, as he repeatedly indicates. Kola says that Belize should proceed as a sovereign nation and construct a forward operating base on Sarstoon Island with unimpeded haste. Kola says that it reserves its position until the requested explanation is obtained from the government and Minister Wilfred Elrington. A funeral service was held on Thursday in San Antonio Village, Toledo for Sergeant Concepcion Cal. Cal died earlier this week after being ill. Hundreds of family, friends, and fellow officers turned out for the funeral and to pay their last respects. At the time of his death, Sergeant Cal was stationed in his home village of San Antonio. You're watching the 9 o'clock news. We will have more of the day's stories for you right after these messages. More vehicle owners are switching to the PureGuard line of motor oils, and with good reason. PureGuard comes in different grades and specifications. It carries the API certification and comes with the Westrac stamp of approval, guaranteed to make your engine run cleaner and longer, up to 10,000 miles. With PureGuard motor oil, your engine will have less wear and tear, give you maximum performance on the road, and give your vehicle better fuel mileage.
PureGuard, good quality, affordable oil.
Distributed exclusively by Westrac Limited, with branches in Spanish Lookout, Belmopan, Belize City, and Orange Walk Town.
You too can ride off into the sunset. Milon motorbikes are very affordable. There's a high availability for parts and a wide selection of models to choose from. My Milon, my bike. Available countrywide.
The Belize Tire Depot, your one-stop destination. What you will find is a first-class selection of solid, dependable, quality products from the names you can trust. We carry a full line of urea and Shortec tools and equipment to meet every need, from light maintenance around the house to heavy-duty fieldwork. Our tire workshop features the full array of Pirelli, Nexen, and Nankang tires for every vehicle and any terrain. Our trained technicians' #1 priority is to ensure you and your family's safety and security on the road. It's all here at the Belize Tire Depot. From reliable equipment, world-class time-tested tires, to sturdy, durable tools. Merchandise that's built to last with quality guaranteed.
Welcome back to the 9 o'clock news. Police in San Ignacio Town have arrested and charged a man for the offense of the possession of controlled drugs. On Thursday morning, police on mobile patrol saw Giovanni Polanco sitting on a red motorcycle near the Victor Galvez Stadium. Police say Polanco was acting suspicious, and so they approached and searched him. During the search, officers say they found Polanco to be carrying a wallet with 8 transparent plastic bags with marijuana. Officers immediately cautioned Polanco and placed him under arrest. After obtaining a search warrant, police visited Polanco's house and conducted a search of the room he occupies, where they found more marijuana. The drugs were weighed in Polanco's presence, sealed and labeled. He was formally charged for 2 counts of the offense of possession of a controlled drug. A law enforcement officer has been convicted of charges of stealing a telephone and cash from a man in San Pedro town. 24-year-old Constable Dean Perez was ordered remanded to the Belize Central Prison until he is brought back to court on Monday of next week, at which time Chief Magistrate Anne-Marie Smith will hand down her sentence for Perez's conviction. Court reports say that early on October 5, 2014, PC Perez entered the apartment of a San Pedro man purportedly to serve a commitment warrant. but instead took the man's cell phone from a table in his bedroom and an envelope with $600 inside, which he grabbed from the hands of the man's wife. The attorney for the convicted policeman has already indicated that he will appeal the conviction. Almost 2 weeks after the body of 61-year-old Osmar Ramos was found in a shallow grave near a Springfield community, police have brought charges against the man they believe killed Ramos. Today's police report noted that 21-year-old Pedro Antonio Amaya, a resident of Armenia Village, has been arrested and charged for the crime of murder. As we have reported previously, on July 15th, Ramos's body was unearthed from a shallow grave and showed multiple chop wounds. It is believed that Ramos was fatally wounded during a misunderstanding with the younger man. Turning now to regional news, an alleged member of the Zetas drug organization has been extradited to the United States. According to online reports, Jairo Oriana Morales was handed over to DEA officials today in Guatemala City. Oriana was scheduled to be arraigned in federal court in Washington, D.C. today. Oriana was arrested in May of 2014 after a shootout with police in eastern Guatemala. He had been under financial sanctions by the United States since 2013 under the Kingpin Act, and described as a violent drug trafficker who assisted Mexico's Zetas cartel to move cocaine through Guatemala. And archaeologists from the La Corona Archaeological Project have discovered 3 well-preserved ancient Mayan panels from northern Guatemala. According to the team, the Mayan panels date back around 1,400 years.
Excavations discovered 2 hieroglyphic panels, 2 stone panels about 40 centimeters in length and about 30 centimeters in height that are carved with hieroglyphs. And on one of them there's an image of a king dancing. These panels are incredibly well preserved, and for being about 13 to 1400 years old, were extremely important for us because they give us very detailed information about how a Maya ruler becomes king. It gives us a kind of a step-by-step process by which a king over a period of 2 years is not a royal member of a dynasty and then becomes king of a site. This is fascinating kind of information that is extremely detailed and often not explicated with as much detail in other texts. And so at La Corona we're getting some great sort of very fine-grained information that we don't normally.
The archaeology team working on the project says that the ancient excavations obtained from the site are rare and provide an excellent piece of information about the Mayan civilization. The news on the national channel. More vehicle owners are switching to the PureGuard line of motor oils, and with good reason. PureGuard comes in different grades and specifications. It carries the API certification and comes with the Westrac stamp of approval, guaranteed to make your engine run cleaner and longer, up to 10,000 miles. With PureGuard motor oil, your engine will have less wear and tear, give you maximum performance on the road, and give your vehicle better fuel mileage.
PureGuard, good quality, affordable oil.
Distributed exclusively by Westrac Limited, with branches in Spanish Lookout, Belmopan, Belize City, and Orange Walk Town.
You too can ride off into the sunset. Milon motorbikes are very affordable. There's a high availability for parts and a wide selection of models to choose from. My Milon, my bike. Available countrywide.
The Belize Tire Depot, your one-stop destination. What you will find is a first-class selection of solid, dependable, quality products from the names you can trust. We carry a full line of urea and Shortec tools and equipment to meet every need, from light maintenance around the house to heavy-duty fieldwork. Our tire workshop features the full array of Pirelli, Nexen, and Nankang tires for every vehicle and any terrain. Our trained technicians' #1 priority is to ensure you and your family's safety and security on the road. It's all here at the Belize Tire Depot. From reliable equipment, world-class time-tested tires, to sturdy, durable tools. Merchandise that's built to last with quality guaranteed.
Mainly fair and warm conditions continue to dominate our weather at the start of the weekend. The general forecast for Belize and her coastal waters is for partly cloudy skies tonight. Tomorrow will be sunny with cloudy spells. Winds over the open sea and along the coast will be easterly at 10 to 20 knots with occasional higher gusts. The sea state will be moderate to rough. Operators of small craft should exercise caution in rough seas. Low temperatures tonight will be around 82 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 75 degrees Fahrenheit inland, and 70 degrees Fahrenheit up in the hills. High temperatures on Saturday will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 96 degrees Fahrenheit inland, and 82 degrees Fahrenheit up at the exposed areas of the mountain Pine Ridge and along the Maya Mountains in the south. The tides. There will be a low tide at 6 minutes to 10 o'clock tonight. A high tide follows at 10 minutes past 4 o'clock in the morning. The sun will rise at 5:30 tomorrow morning. It will set at 6:29 tomorrow evening. The extended forecast, valid through to Sunday afternoon, is for continuing mainly fair and warm weather with little or no rainfall expected. And that is a look at the weather with information provided by forecaster Michael Gentle at the Belize Weather Bureau. And for the latest on the hurricane season, here is the tropical weather update.
So you might have heard about this little chance for some tropical development that we could have as we get into the weekend and early on next week. Let me just give you the setup. Basically what we've got is a front that's been hanging out over the southeastern United States for the last couple of days. It's been kind of stalled out. It's going to sag down toward the south into the weekend. Now, a couple things are going to happen here. First, we'll get a low pressure system that'll likely form off the southeast coast. Could that become something tropical? Maybe. But the big story into the weekend, regardless of whatever tropical low develops, is that there's going to be a ton of rain in Florida and likely flooding. Now, it's actually going to be beneficial rain because parts of Florida are under drought, but there likely will be some flooding as well with some of these rain totals. That could be on the order of 3 to 5 inches, maybe even more than that. Now, really anywhere along that front, a tropical low could form. I think this scenario would be a little bit more concerning if something were to form in the eastern Gulf. But again, this is not a for sure type of deal, just something that we've at least got our eye on.
To end the news, here are the headlines again. COLA joins the call for the construction of the forward operating base on Sarstoon Island. San Ignacio police make drug-related arrest, and scientists report the discovery of significant Maya archaeological artifact in northern Guatemala. With the headlines, we end this edition of the 9 o'clock news. As we head out on this Friday evening, we hope that you and your family will have a safe and an enjoyable weekend. Join us back here on Monday for another newscast. Thank you for joining us. I am Patrick Jones. Have a good evening and a good night.